Welcome back everyone. Another line by line explanation video. Macbeth Act 3 Scene 3. What is the setting? A park near the palace. Who are the characters present? Enter 3 murderers. Dear students, do check the pinned comment section for all important video links related to your syllabus. What is the dramatic significance of Act 3 Scene 3? You may jot down the notes very quickly. The crisis of the tragedy is reached in this scene, which marks at once the pinnacle of Macbeth's success, that is, the murder of Banquo, and the decline of his fortune, signalized by Fleance's escape. We have on one hand the murder of Banquo, the pinnacle of Macbeth's success. He will no longer live in constant fear. Banquo is finally dead. But again, on the other hand, we have the decline of his fortune. Why? Fleance, Banquo's son, escapes. This is significant. Henceforth, the irony of the play is against Macbeth, and the supernatural powers which it indicates slowly work out this punishment. Macbeth is not relieved of the constant fear. Fleance escapes, and this is very significant from the dramatic perspective. First murderer. But who did bid thee join with us? Interestingly, we have a third murderer. In the previous scene, we saw Macbeth in conversation with first and second murderer. Both are surprised to meet the third murderer. But who asked you to join us? Macbeth himself. He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction asked. There is no need for us to mistrust the third murderer, since he has given a correct description of the job entrusted to us, even to the last details. Mistrust, we need not mistrust this person. We have no reason to suspect him. We need not doubt his good faith. And here we have the scene, the palace path. It is at some distance from the palace. The two sides reach the gates on foot, possibly by a shortcut up a steep hill. The two murderers. Delivers. Delivers means reports. Offices, proper functions. This is another reference to their previous conversation. He speaks exactly according to the directions we received from Macbeth. Macbeth's uneasiness made him reinforce the party with a clever hand, perhaps. Then stand with us. Don't go, stay with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. There are still some faint gleams of daylight on the western horizon. Glimmers, shines faintly, and now spurs the lated traveller apace to gain the timely inn. Reach in time an inn where he may get food and shelter for the night. Timely means reachably, betimes, convenient. This line suggests a public highway. Alright, you can stay with us. There is still a faint blow of light in the western sky. This is the time when the delayed traveller rides fast, so that he may reach some inn before it really gets dark. The man we are waiting for, that is Banquo, must also be approaching. Third murderer. And here approaches the subject of our watch. Hark! I hear horses. I can hear the tramping of horses. Banquo within, give us a light there. Ho! Let us have a light there, please. Second murderer, then it is he, the rest. that are within the note of expectation already are in the court. So it is Banquo. The rest of the guests who are expected to attend the banquet have already arrived at the palace. So here we have the prey or victim. First murderer, his horses go about. Third murderer, almost a mile, but he does usually, so all men do, for hence to the palace gate make it their walk. His horses have been sent away, look. Third murderer, he will still have to walk about a mile, but this is what Banquo actually does. In fact, all men usually walk from here to the palace. Very, very important. The stage is set for Banquo's murder. The onset of darkness is a prelude to deeds of darkness, and the symbol is continued from Macbeth's great apostrophe to night in the previous scene. And what is the meaning of this? Give us a light. Banquo and Fleance hear a light from their horses. They get down their horses. They are to go direct to the palace across a lawn. Their grooms are leading their horses to the stables by another route. Banquo asks one of his grooms for a light, so as it is so dark that he cannot see his way. Very important. Let's see what happens to him. I will quickly turn the page. A light, enter Banquo and Fleance with a torch. Third murderer, it is he. Stand to it, Banquo, it will be rain tonight. There will be rain, it will rain. Let it come down. Let the rain of blows come down. Let blows rain on his head. Here we have a pun. They set upon Banquo. Banquo, oh treachery, fly, good Fleance, fly, 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 thou mayst revenge, O slave. Very, very important. So before dying, he instructs his son to take revenge, and Fleance escapes. This is the turning point of the drama. The first murderer has put out the light brought by Fleance, and in the darkness that ensues, Fleance escapes. Treachery, oh treachery. Banquo warns Fleance that the attack on them is a premeditated plot, pre-planned, and that it would be best for him to save his own life than try to rescue his father. Thou mayst revenge. This shows that Banquo is convinced that Macbeth is the instigator. O slave, this is addressed to one of his assailants, to one of the murderers. Dies and Fleance escapes. Who did strike out the light? Was not the way? Was it not the way? Was it not supposed to be done in this way only? Third murderer, there's but one down, the sun is fled. The first murderer has put out the light, and this has helped the son of Banquo to escape. Probably it was the first murderer who struck out the light, and who to the query of the third replies, was it not the way, the proper way to set to work and to avoid discovery? Very important. There's but one down, the son is fled. Only one of the two were to murder. Down means killed. The third murderer apparently had special instructions to make sure of Fleance. Fleance must die. Second murderer, we have lost best half of our affair. We have failed to perform the more important part of our task. Rather, an unusual statement by one who had been incited to the murder by thoughts of revenge on Banquo. But here he says that murdering Fleance was the most important part. It has been suggested that the remark implies that the third murderer had been sent specifically to make sure that Fleance does not escape, about which no instructions had been given to the other two. Best half. Best, the better. Well, let's away and say how much is done. Let us get away from the scene of murder and inform the king that we have killed Banquo. And they exhumed.